Hello, everyone. Welcome to Highly Intelligent. Today, I'm joined by a very special guest, the African Beatbox Champion remix himself. Welcome to the show.
Yo, what up? What up? Yeah, that was a fire intro. Thank you so much for that. I feel, I'm a little flattered, man. Thank you so much.
I've been practicing my hype man skills. It's a necessary thing I gotta have for the podcast.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What a legend. What a legend. Well, thank you so much for having me, bro. You hit me up, and when you told me that you wanted to do something like this, I was like, hell yeah. I love doing stuff like this, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to try get onto more podcasts. So for anyone watching that has a podcast, if you want me on the podcast, feel free to hit me up. I'm always down.
Yeah, so let's talk about what you're doing right now. What are you working on?
Well, this year is going to be a very busy year for me. By the way, Happy New Year to you and to everyone watching.
Happy New Year.
It's going to be a very busy year for me. I have a lot of things lined up, you know. I'm going to be trying to join as many events, like live events, you know, because everyone knows that, oh, Remix Online, whatever, cool, it's done, right? But now it's time for Remix to be on stage. And I think I proved that after the Beatland battle, which, by the way, you know, shout out. But
Definitely.
I proved that after the Beatland battle that I deserve to be on the stage, you know. I deserve to be on the big stages, on the live stages. The online, it's cool. But it's time for the live stage for Remix.
Yeah. So, how did you get your start? What made you want to pursue this?
Wait, I'm so sorry. Can you repeat your question? My internet is complete ass because I live in Africa.
Oh, it's all good. So what made you want to pursue beatboxing? Like, what was your big moment that said, "All right, I'm taking this seriously"?
Do you want the long version or the short version?
I'll take the long version, man.
Right. So, backstory. Right. I have an insanely musical family, right? You got my dad that can play pretty much every instrument on the planet. He sings, he composes his own things, crazy stuff, yeah? Then my mom who plays the drums, my sister who sings. It's a very musical inclined family. Can you still see me? Are you still able to see me?
Yeah. It'll
cool.
be like, if the call is bad at quality at all, the final recording will be like polished perfectly because it's recorded locally
fantastic.
on both ends. Yeah.
Oh, great. Do you want me to record on my side as well?
No, you're good. I found this software which does everything for me. I didn't have this
Riverside,
before
I love
yesterday.
it. This is sick, dude. This is dope. I like this. Anyway, so, you know, coming from a very musical family, you know, I was always from a young age trying to do things, you know, like whether that be I try to get into singing, right, or I try to get into dance. So, fun fact, I used to dance back in the day, like back in the day, right?
Yeah.
I tried getting into playing piano, try to get into playing the drums, guitar, all that stuff, yeah? And nothing ever, like, I got bored so quickly of that, right? There was no passion, no spark, no nothing, right? But every day I would, and since I was very small, you know, since I was like 9 years old, maybe even younger, right? I would always just go like, you know, obviously not that good, but I'd go you know, I would do stuff like that, stupid stuff like that. And every single day, like without failure, I would always do a little beat. You know, I'd always make something cool. And yeah, dude, it was amazing, you know. And I didn't realize that it was, you know, something that people actually did, you know. And I would just do this. I'd go to school and do it, and people were like, "Oh, dude, that's the coolest thing ever. How do you do it?" Like, no one could do it. You know, I felt special. I felt like, okay, sick. I'm the only person that can do this in my school. I'm cool now. Done, right? Flash forward to 2018, right? I find... Oh, no. Flash forward to 2016, right? I find a beautiful man that we all know and love called Marcus Perez. Right. Him doing vines, you know, everyone knows his vines, you know, like the, you know, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, this guy is the best musician, best beatboxer on the planet, hands down, you know. Like, I wouldn't care what anyone told me. I was the biggest simp for Marcus Perez on the planet. Every day I would watch his things, like hours on end, just binge watch it, you know. And I would try to replicate it, but I was like, nah, this is impossible. So I would just watch it and enjoy, right? Then 2018 comes around. I found out about a boy named Karina Fax, KRNFX. Pretty sure you know who he is.
Yeah.
And so then basically I was like, damn, someone's better than Marcus. That's crazy. So I was like, well, that's rough. You know, the guy I've been defending for years has just been, you know, humbled by this man. And I remember the video actually that I watched when I made that. It was someone put like a compilation of Marcus Perez, and then someone put a compilation of Karina Fax, or just a video of him beatboxing. And I was like, geez, like this dude's insane.
So it really nailed it in for you that
exactly,
that he
yeah,
wasn't
exactly.
the idol.
Pretty much, yeah. And so I search up Karina Fax, and what do I find? The World Championship, where he's battling people like Alem, Skiller, you know, all these guys. And then I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm a simp for Karina Fax, so he's going to kill all of these guys. He didn't kill all of those guys. He did not kill all of those guys.
Yep.
And then I become a fan of Skiller, and then I go down Reaps 1, and then Napalm. Napalm was a big one. Napalm was a long phase of being a Napalm fan. Like, I was a Napalm fan for at least like 3 years, dude. Like, I was like, oh, Napalm on top, but yeah, let's go. Okay, not 3 years. That's not, wait, 2018, 2019, 2020. I'd say about a year and a half, 2 years maybe. I was like the biggest Napalm fan ever, you know. I would like kind of do, you know, just try to do his beat the whole entire time. And then flash back to 2018 now. I find out that there's a South African beatbox community, which no longer exists, unfortunately. But I found out that there's communities for this stuff, and I was like, there's literally no way. This is insane, you know. So I was like, bet. I joined. I was the worst of the worst in the community. Like, when I say I was bad, bro, I was bad, man. Like, all these guys were so much better. I joined, and like a week later after joining the community, I joined the first battle that they did, the first Discord battle that they did. And I went in there, I was like, oh, I'm going to destroy all these guys. They stand no chance. I got demolished first battle. That's when I got humbled. You know, because I spent so long thinking that I was like the only beatboxer in South Africa, because I didn't realize there were communities for it or anything. I thought that was all like, you know, in Europe and America and Asia, right? So I was like, okay, sweet. I've been doing this longer. I'm going to beat them all. I did not beat them all. I lost my first battle 5-0, man. It was crazy. So that's when I was like, okay, damn, I need to improve. So I joined different Discord servers with different people from around the world. Still trash, but every single day I would join those battles. I would join jams, I would join battles, and I would spend hours just battling people, just jamming, learning things, improving. And then
that's the way to do it. That's how you get better.
That is the way to do it. And so I know this question's probably going to come up, so I'm just going to save that. The name Remix came about around late 2018, I think. I had a previous name before that. I don't know if I should discuss that, because I know Beatbox Bottle is going to, you know, meme the hell out of me, and no one's going to let me live it down for the entire year.
I'll tell you my original username if you tell me yours. No one's ever heard it before.
Damn, dude. You know, that's a... I don't know. You know, it's good. Let's go. All
right. Mine was Paternal Tick 092. What the hell does that even mean? It's like a fatherly time clock.
It just sounds like an Xbox username, you know, like a generated, right? I thought what I had was the coolest thing ever. I thought what I had was, I was like, yeah, you know, I was like, this is it, man. Bro. So my name, my actual name, my full name is Jethro Daniel Snyman, right?
Yeah.
So my initials are JDS, right? I was so smart, right? I was such an intellectual back in the day that I was like, you know what? I'm gonna call myself JDS Beats.
Damn.
Yep.
I don't know why you switched.
To be honest, man, you know, it was a tough choice. It was JDS Beats or Remix, and I was like, well, which is cooler? And JDS Beats was cooler, but I was like, people would probably appreciate Remix more, you know. So anyway, we're not going to spend any more time on that. No more time on that. So the name Remix.
Yeah.
There's no special backstory. In 2019, I was in a hectic dubstep phase where they were my YouTube feed was just, what's a famous song? Why can't I think of a famous song right now? You Turn Down for What? Turn Down for What? Da, 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 da. You know that song, yeah? Yeah. Turn Down for What? Dubstep remix. And then there would be What Does the Fox Say? Dubstep remix. And then it would be blah, 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 dubstep remix. And I would constantly see remix. And then one day I was like, you know what? JDS Beats is a pretty shitty name. I should probably change that. And I was like, first thing that came to my mind, remix. And I was like, bet, my new name's Remix. No special backstory behind it. That's it.
It's stark. I mean, I got Shablambo the same way. I just wrote it down one day and declared that I was Shablambo.
Legend. What a beast. Hell yeah, man.
I can also relate to when you said that you were like dead last in the battles. When I put my first wild card in for American Champs, I got dead last on the rankings. And I was fine with it. But that's when I knew that it was a little more serious than I initially thought.
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. Yeah, I got demolished, dude. And that was the humbling point. That's when I was like, okay, I'm not going to be just some beatboxer, you know? I'm going to be the best beatboxer in my country. And I made sure to train every single day, non-stop, until I got there. And then, slowly but surely, I started beating people in South Africa, you know? I started beating those people slowly. I mean, I still lost a lot, but then I stopped losing eventually.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it was, okay, Remix has joined the battle, he's winning. And then it was like, oh, Remix has joined the battle, I'm not joining. And now it's Remix doesn't join the battle because no one will join, so he just judges now, you know?
I mean, you've elevated your craft, you've moved on to higher competition.
Yeah, you know, it's been a long journey, man. It's been a very, very long journey, but I gotta say, bro, it's been, I think, honestly, beatboxing has been the best time of my life. I can't think of an experience anything better than, you know, starting this and choosing to continue. Because I'll be honest with you, man, I don't know what I'd be doing with myself right now if it wasn't for beatboxing. I don't know where I would be. I don't know what I'd be doing. Beatboxing, dude, it's boosted my confidence. It's boosted my confidence, music,
what kind of
you know.
opportunities has beatboxing given you?
Well, as a kid, I could have only dreamt of traveling the world, you know, of going around the world, and like I thought it was something that's impossible. That's something only, like, you know, people that have made it in life could do, right? And here I am, dude, traveling the world for beatboxing. It's the best thing ever. It is literally, like, firstly, traveling the world, you know, it's you know, it's my job. So the opportunity of, you know, making a living is a pretty good one, you know. The opportunity to express myself, you know, through my music a lot of the time, and I'm getting a lot more into that now. Making songs that are more emotionally attached to me, rather than just, oh, what sounds cool, okay, let me just go, you know, let me actually make things that mean something, you know. And I'm not there, I'm not fully there yet, but I'm trying my best to, you know, transition into something that's, you know, where I'm making the music that I enjoy most and music that people enjoy from me the most, you know. So we're getting there slowly.
So what was the transition from being like a regular beatboxer to a full-time, like, this is your job? Like, how did that happen?
Great question, man. You know, that is a fantastic question. I'm so happy that you asked that question. You know, that's just a lovely question, my friend. Honestly, that's I don't know. No, okay, that's probably not true. The transition, where I realized it was in 2020 when I qualified for the Grand Beatbox Battle online. And where I really realized it, well, okay, I realized it when I qualified for that, but like when it was like a mind-blowing moment, like, wow, I'm actually like, because I never thought I was a high level, right? Like before 2020, I thought I was just an average beatboxer that made like cool sounds. You know, I had my own style, kind of, not really. I was more just spamming back then, but you know, I was developing my own style. But I thought I was just an average beatboxer, right? Then I qualified for GBB online, and then I beat Hiss, and then I was like, okay, cool. This is the moment where, you know, I realize I'm high level. I need to push. I need to like really take training into overdrive now. And I just need to train and 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 get better and better and better. So, but where I realized that I guess that's really the only answer to it, because otherwise, you know, I don't know, if things went differently, I don't know if I'd be in the same situation right now.
So, is like for a beatboxer's revenue streams, does that come primarily from YouTube now? Is that like your... Okay, I see.
So I have a bunch of like sources of income, I guess you would say. Yeah. You know, YouTube being the primary thing. Then we have my lessons. Then we have my performances around South Africa. You know, yeah, and then competitions, live competitions, which I've only really started earning from, you know, from the Bali thing, and like winning myself $7,000 from being in Beatland was, so yeah, I guess for now we have 4 sources of income, all coming from beatboxing. So for those of you that don't think it's possible, trust me, it is.
So Beatland was kind of revolutionary in terms of like treating their beatboxers well. Like this was the first one that I saw like big money on, and that was Bro, it's crazy.
Not even, you know, if you had to take away the prize money from this event, it would still be the event that treated the artist the best out of every single event that there's ever been on the planet.
Why would you say that?
Well, so we put up in a really nice hotel, right? Firstly, right?
Right.
I spent literally no money on this event, right? They paid for my flight, they paid for my accommodation. Wherever we needed to go, Matwins made sure we got there. We were fed right. We got drinks. We had an amazing time, bro. Dude, when on the event day, we got escorted by the police to get to the event. What event does that, man? Like,
that's insane.
They made sure we were safe, bro. Like, we got escorted by the cops, so we didn't have to deal with traffic. We didn't have to deal with anything. These guys, like, and dude, in VIP cars, man. So we were treated insane. Like kings, man. We were treated like proper celebrities, my dude. Like, bro, it was insane, man. Like, dude, we ate the best food that you can eat in Bali. We saw the best things that you can see in Bali. We stayed in the best places, dude. It was just phenomenal. Like, and then obviously on top of that, the cash prize. Like, it was just, I don't know, dude. I literally have no words to describe how, like, if you were there, you would understand how amazing it all was. Like, it's just mind blowing how they pulled it off. I don't know, but good grief, it was incredible.
So, do you think that going forward, this should be a standard for future beatbox events?
I think for at least, right? If you're like, and I understand it's not possible, you know, but you know, it's not possible for most people. Most. I'm not going to say most, but it's not possible for a couple of, you know, beatbox communities, right? But I think for going forward in the future, if you have an established community, right, and you're hosting an event that people are going to make wildcards for and that you're going to earn money from, I think the least you could do is pay for their flight there. You know, because a flight is a big dent in your wallet when it comes to traveling for beatboxing. You know what I mean? Like the accommodation's not bad, right? But if your flight's going to be like $600 somewhere, that's rough. You know, that's a rough dent in your wallet already, you know?
Yeah. So, how do you think Beatland Battle was different from a regular beatbox event? Because I saw a pretty large crowd there, and compared to like American Champs in Atlantic City, or even just smaller events like Bush, it didn't seem as hype as that. That was insane.
Yeah. So one thing you gotta. Well, okay. Firstly, you're right. I'm gonna say that. Firstly, you are right. But so there's two things to consider here, right? One, the mics don't pick up the crowd. So it might sound like they're quiet, but really they were loud, right? Like if you see, if you like literally search up like Remix versus Zeka right now, you'll come across like videos that people recorded on their phones and posted to YouTube. You know, the crowd's a lot more loud and cheering than what the actual proper, you know, from Beatland uploaded sounds, right? Yeah. Secondly, yes, you are right. They weren't as hyped because it was a like 95%. It was a non-beatbox crowd. It was a 95%. Like there was a little group in the middle, and these guys are legends that were like the beatbox crowd. You know, they would come up to us and they'd be like, "Yo, big fan, bro. What's up, man?" And we'd be like, "Yes, sir." And they were the ones hyping everything up, man. They were the ones. Oh, dude, those guys are such legends, man. So yeah.
So, do you know why did they make it a? I'm not sure if you know this, but why did they do it in a place where there's less beatboxers? Do you think it was to draw more traction to the community?
I think, yeah. That was definitely probably something that they considered. Another thing is because they live in Bali. You know, they live in Bali, so they were like, okay, let's host an event here. It's a beautiful. I personally think most beautiful island on the planet because that place is insane. But yeah, I think it was. You know, it's a party island. I'd say. You know, like for people that aren't over the age of like 40. You know, people are partying, people are having a good time. You know, so I think they were just like, you know what, let's host an event. It's gonna be fun. People are gonna come. They're gonna vibe. They're gonna enjoy it, and people did. So many like. People that were non-beatboxers that came into the event, so many people came to us afterwards and they were like, dude, that was incredible. Can we get photos with you? You know, this was insane. Can I follow you on Instagram, YouTube, whatever, you know? Like it was crazy, dude. It was such an experience.
So how did you prepare for the event?
Well, see, so here's the problem, right? And I do this a lot with events, and I'm going to stop doing it now. I severely underestimate myself when it comes to battling, right? I and a lot of other people also thought, right, that Zeka was going to murder me. I was like, yeah, you know, is there even a point in preparing? This guy, like, it's Zeka. How do you beat Zeka? You know what I mean? Like, what the hell, bro? And so I go into the battle. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to just have fun. I'm going to do what I think are my two strongest routines. Did them, and I won to Zeka 5-0. And then I was like, well, damn. I did not prepare for the finals. So I was like, sweet. It's cool. I have strong routines. Let's do it. And yeah, that's pretty much how I prepared.
Okay. So
yeah.
When you saw the Beatland battle announced, did you immediately think that you were going to put a wild card in and try and like go for it?
So I had I told myself last year when Beatland was announced, I was like, I feel like I don't compete enough. Let me join whatever's coming up next. I'm doing a wild card for that. And it just so happened that Beatland posted something, and I was like, sweet, let's do it. Did a wild card, got in, and it was a fun little event, and then things got serious, and I was like, oh shit, this is getting serious. Let's do it. And then got to Bali with it.
What other beatbox events have you been to besides Beatland Battle that you've competed at?
So I went to the Grand Beatbox Battle in 2021, and I did a 7 to Smoke elimination. Didn't compete, unfortunately, but I did do an elimination there. As for live battles go, that's pretty much it. GBB and Beatland.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you participate in BBU?
I did participate in BBU, yes.
How did that do for your beatbox career? Because I feel like that was when I first discovered you.
Oh, for real? Yeah. I mean, it brought traction to my channel, definitely. I feel like I was just known as the guy that got, you know, killed by B Art though. Yeah. So it was interesting.
I've also interviewed B Art as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that was a pretty good battle though.
That was a sick battle, dude. It was awesome, bro. You know, when you look up to people for like so long and then you finally get to like battle them.
Yeah.
It's an insane experience.
Yeah. So, what was the first like event that really brought you into the scene and made you want to like? Oh wait, I think I already asked this. Yeah.
Well, you didn't ask this, but I gave an answer already to it. The Grand Beatbox Battle 2020. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about your sounds, because you have a specific skill set of sounds that not many people can achieve. I personally learned vibration bass from your tutorial.
Let's go. What a legend.
So, I just wanted to give you a shout out there, because that was the best clear one I could look up. But so your sounds, specifically the quack sound, how did you evolve that to be what it is today?
So Kenny Urban, you know, that thing that he does, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I first saw that, like he was battling, I forgot who he was battling someone at the fantasy battles. I think in 2018. Yes, 2018. He was battling someone at the fantasy battle at the Swiss Beatbox Camp, right? And he did that sound. He did that routine there. And when I heard that, dude, I was so mind blown. I was like, this is not a human being right now. There's no way a human's doing this, right?
Yeah.
So I spent like weeks trying to figure it out. I was like, you know, I was like, what the hell, bro? This is impossible. And then he posted a video on Instagram. I remember exactly. It was his Easter post for that year, and he was wearing bunny ears, you know, and he came in and he did the exact same beat there. And I saw how he was doing it. He was and I was like, oh wait, I've done that before. Like as a kid, you know, I'd just go like, and then I was like, oh wait, I know how to do that. And so I was like, well, damn, here we go. And then I never used it. I never touched the sound at all. And then, you know, I would mess around with it. You know, I would never put it in beats though. I would like go like, and then, you know, I never touched the sound again. And then months down the line, learned inward bass, cool, sorted. Months down the line, learned vibration, cool, sorted, right? And I remember the night, in fact, that I first combined, and I was in a beatbox community 7 to smoke, and I remember I was chilling in bed, and I was messing around, and I was like, what the fuck is that, bro?
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, what? And then I messed around, and then I was like, bet, I need to do this in the battle. Yo, dude, and everyone, like, dude, they lost their minds in the chat. They were like, what the fuck, bro, what the fuck? And I was like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is it, man. So, yeah, dude, it's...
So how do you structure your beats? Like,
So...
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so, that's a very good question. That is a very, very, very good question. I guess, you know, I suppose that I feel inspiration, you know, a lot of the time. So I'm like, okay, you know, nowadays it'll be like, okay, how do I approach this in a musical aspect? You know, back in the day it would just be like, oh, you know, let's just go, I can feel it in my brain then, you know, and then build up, drop, build up. Now, I don't do that no more. You know, now it's not build up, drop. Now it's intro, bridge, drop. Then it's, you know, bridge again, build up, drop. You know, that's pretty much how I would structure it, you know. And then I try to keep to a melody or a theme, and I just go with that.
Okay. So, for those who haven't heard you beatbox, would you like to give a little bit of a something?
I got you, man. I got you. I'm gonna do my best beat for you, man. Are you ready for this?
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, it goes like. No. Okay. Anyway, that's enough for that garbage. Let's go into. Help me out here, man. Give me a genre. Give me a genre to work with.
Electro dubstep.
That's not an easy one. Okay, it's fine.
You could do drill.
Drill. Ooh, drill. I like drill a lot. Okay. Okay. Can't stop me. Ain't nobody stop me now. Stop me now. Ain't nobody stop me now. Ain't nobody stop me now. Can't stop me now. Extra hot. Don't stop me. Yeah. Something like that.
That was insane, dude. Nice.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. You're a legend. Why don't you drop me a beat, bro? Let's switch it up.
All right, I got you.
Bryce nasty with it. What do you mean? Bro, that was disgusting. What? Everyone like and subscribe. Wait, is this going on YouTube?
The audio version is. The video version.
Everybody like and
Spotify.
subscribe. What do people do on? I don't use Spotify. Everyone follow, yeah. Everyone follow. And if you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. And if this clip gets to Instagram, follow this man and comment. He's got a beautiful beard. Yeah, let's go.
You know it.
All right.
I wanted to ask you about your YouTube channel. How do you make consistent beatbox content? Because I know that making routines could get old after a while.
Yeah, you see, that's the issue I had, man. 2021, 2020, maybe even 2022. My entire YouTube was routine, tutorial, routine, tutorial, routine, tutorial. And I was like, you know what? This is getting really old and really boring. And for the longest time, even when I was young, dude, I've always wanted to be a content creator. You know, I've always like had that. I was like, oh, if I could just one day be a YouTuber, be a content creator, that would be so sick, you know? And so I was like, you know what? Let's do something different, you know? And I was like, okay, six. What's like a good starting point, you know? And I was like, cool, a Megal. So we did a Megal. You know, I think it was a Megal first. And then I started like, you know, I did some funny content with I got a fun story to tell you actually about this one. So basically, Coca-Cola. Everyone knows Coca-Cola, right? Coca-Cola here in South Africa. They were doing an advert, okay? They were doing an ad that required beatboxers, right? I had won African champs by this point, yeah? I was African champion, right?
Yeah.
So these guys call me up, right? And this is just to show you how bad it is in South Africa, right? These guys call me up. They're like, yo, what's up? We hear you're the African champion. We'd like you to come through to do this Coca-Cola commercial because we need a beatboxer. And I was like, I'm so down. Multi-billion-dollar company is calling me to do an advert. Dude, this is where my career pops off. This is where I become rich because of beatboxing. This is it. I've made it, boys. So we talk. We discuss. We discuss the time that I'm going to come through. We discuss every single little detail, right?
Yeah.
At the end of this call, right? This chick tells me, she's like, by the way, what race are you? And I'm like, I'm white. I'm a Caucasian male. And she's like, oh, no, sorry. We're only taking colored people. And she hung up on me. She straight up hung up on me.
That's so fucked.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then the commercial that they made let me keep it PG. It sounded bad. PG. It sounded bad. It didn't sound good. It sounded very bad.
Damn.
So I took that opportunity to make my own Coca-Cola advert. And I posted that to my channel. Needless to say, mine was better.
Solid.
And then they had the audacity, bro. Coca-Cola South Africa had the audacity to then comment on my Instagram post promoting that video. They were like, yo, you're really good. Please join the Coca-Cola beatbox battle that we're doing. And I was, how you can ask me to do that now? I'm sorry, no. Honestly.
That's
Jeez,
crazy.
like, dude. So yeah.
Damn.
Gave me an opportunity to do a funny skit on that one. More Megal stuff. And yeah, dude, I have a lot of different ideas. There's going to be a lot less, OMTV content now. There's going to be different things. I'm going to try utilize beatboxing as much as I possibly can, find every single way that I can make a video out of it. And I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. Like, do you have any examples? Like,
well, my one idea is OMTV, but in person. So I'm going to print out a thing that says stay or skip, and I'm going to just go up to people and like shove it in their face, and then they have to either press stay or skip. And if they say stay, then I'll be like, all right, repeat after me, and then they have to do it, And if they can't, yeah, pretty much. That's the one idea that I have. Yeah, that's the one idea. Vlogging, like going to events and stuff. I have a Beatland vlog coming out soon, actually. As soon as, the entire Beatland's done, I'm going to upload my vlog to it. So that's going to be fun. And so all kinds of things, man. All kinds of things.
Have you considered doing some of the stuff that... I don't know if you follow Helium's content, but
I love Helium.
He recently did some stuff where he just went out
in the elevator. In the elevators, man.
Yep.
That's crazy, bro. It's funny
driver.
because, the Uber improver would do. The thing is, bro, with elevators, right? I think we can all agree, elevators is like the most awkward place on earth. It's the most like you get in there with strangers, you're like, huh, yeah.
You gotta have some confidence if you want to put on a show in there.
Yeah, dude. I have confidence, man. But damn, not in an elevator, hey. Not in an elevator, bro. I'm not that guy. I'm really not that guy. As soon as I'm out the elevator, I'm that guy.
Have you done any street performing?
Not street performing. I mean, if you count the one video where I go around and battle strangers, if that counts, then yes. But if
Fair
not,
enough.
then yeah, I haven't. No street performances.
I see.
Yeah, man.
Solid. Yeah.
Solid stuff. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, dude, as far as YouTube goes, man, my plan is to never quit. Never, ever, ever quit. My end goal that I've always had in mind is to, you know, beatboxing will always be the main thing, right? I love beatboxing. Yeah. Beatboxing is me. Beatboxing literally, remix is Jethro, you know? I feel like at this point I'm more remix than what I am Jethro. Like it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I'm more remix than Jethro.
Name after I hit you up for the podcast.
Oh, for real?
I had to double check.
No, all good, man. But yeah, I'm literally more remixed than what I am Jethro at this point, and it's crazy. It's crazy. So I mean, yeah, dude, you know, but the end goal is to, what I would love to do, and I think I'm gonna start doing that this year, is I'd love to go to like schools around here in South Africa and teach kids beatboxing there. You know, and also just all around Africa, you know, because Africa, unfortunately, is, you know, it's a continent where a lot of people just have this sense of hopelessness. You know, there's a lot of like, just because of the situation that, you know, that Africa as a whole is in, especially like the, you know, like the mid and southern part, it's like there's a lot of hopelessness that goes around. So if I can, you know, if I can use what I have and go give that to other people, that gives them something to, you know, look forward to doing every day, improving themselves at it, you know, I find that something that's beautiful, man. And even if they end up making videos out of it and making money, dude, fantastic. But if not, if they just make music, dude, that's perfect too.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like beatboxing is something that you don't need any money to do it. You just need yourself, and you got a mouth and lips, you can do it.
Facts, dude.
And I think bringing that to places where it could really be helpful is definitely a good thing.
100%, bro.
It takes
100%.
ambassadors such as yourself to really impress them.
Yeah, no, dude. Like, I did one workshop with this event that's called the Beatmakers Market, which is the event that I won last year, 2023 as well, which I had first won in 2019, stopped competing for 2019 to 2023, that's 4 years, 3 years, right? I stopped competing after 2019 because I won it then, right? Then they told me the next year I couldn't do it because I had won, so I had to judge. That's their rules, right? So I didn't compete after 2019 to 2023. Came back 2023, won the event again. Let's go. Let's go, man. You know, that's a good feeling. Yeah. You know I've kept it, man. You know I've kept it. So yeah, but anyway, I did a little workshop at a school with the Beatmakers Market, and it was just so amazing to see all the kids, you know, just light up with joy, see like doing it and them trying to do it and me just being able to teach them the stuff. Oh, dude, it was like such a beautiful experience, man. And if I could do that, like, you know, in the future, bro, man, that would be, I would absolutely love it.
Definitely. I feel like
Hell yeah, man.
That would be a great end goal for a beatboxer, to be like a professor
Absolutely, man.
of beatbox music.
Exactly. Why not? Why can't we do that, bro? Exactly. We need professors, bro. We need professor beatboxers, man. Professor remix, dude. I love it.
I started taking it seriously when I went to a workshop in Pittsburgh that Napalm, Vokoda, and Villain put on. And me and the boys went down there. We drove like 4 hours and then did the whole workshop and then got some food with them afterwards. And that was like our first time meeting some like big beatboxers. And then we told them that we had a 4-hour drive back and it was like midnight. So we went to Napalm's place and stayed the night. It was mind-blowing, dude.
That's
crazy.
Sick, bro.
Yeah. And then next day we went back and it was a whole experience that like really kick-started beatboxing for me.
Hell yeah, bro. That's such a great way to start as well, with the legends.
Yeah.
With literal legends. You just started like that. Like, I started watching the legends. You started by staying at their homes. What the hell?
For real.
Damn, dude,
I felt very privileged.
No, 100%. 100%. But yeah, I mean, back to your question. The end goal for me is obviously what I've mentioned, you know, like spreading it as far out as I can. But then also for my channel, for the YouTube channel, I wanted to become more entirely music based than just only one part of music, you know. So that's why I've been training my guitar skills, you know. I've been training my singing skills, you know. Whatever I can improve on and start making content with, that's what I'm gonna try and do, you know. And I never want to stop learning different things, you know. Like after I'm confident with my guitar skills, next thing's piano. Straight after is piano. Then after that, whatever I feel passionate about afterwards, that's it. I'm never ever gonna stop, ever.
That's
and if
the
I
way
do
to keep going.
If I do, it's because my vocal cords have snapped and my arms have been cut off.
Fair enough.
That's the only way. Yeah.
You've definitely pushed the limits of beatboxing for sure.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely, man.
Have you
do
met
as much as I can
anyone
with that?
That can match you in terms of style wise? Because you've got such a unique style. I haven't been able to find anyone that comes close to it.
Oh, thank you, brother. I mean, there's definitely people with similar styles to me. You know, one good example would be like Lexo Muffo. You know, he does a lot of the like that stuff too. You know, Lexo's a very good example. That, you know, there's a lot of newcomers as well that I've noticed have adopted a lot of, you know, parts of my style into, and that's also such a beautiful thing, dude. Seeing like, you know, like I was once there, you know, I was there like, oh, let me take some of Napalm style, let me take some of Codfish's style, you know, and now I'm the person that people are like, oh, let me take some of Remix. Like, dude, it's such a crazy feeling, man.
That's crazy.
Oh, dude, it's the best, bro. It's honestly such an insane feeling. Like just looking at these people being like, oh yeah, I can do that, and like doing it in their beats, and I'm like, yep, you did good, kid. You did good, son. You did real good. Oh, dude, it's the best.
So, I got one more question for you.
Go for it, bro.
The reel that you posted, where you're tapping your nose, and I believe it was Zeka, right? You were battling.
Yeah.
Was that planned? That
it was
he
not
would
planned.
Also.
That was not planned at all.
That was perfect.
Dude, the way it worked out was like, bro, I don't know if me and Zeka just have something special, man. But like, dude, I'm busy doing it, right? I'm like, right, and while I'm doing it, while you can literally hear him, if you listen carefully to the video, you can literally hear him say, "Can I do it?" And then I'm like, yeah. And then he does it for me. Like nothing was planned. It was all in the moment, and it worked out so perfectly.
That's
man,
amazing.
Bro. That's the most insane thing ever, bro. Sick, bro.
Before we get out of here, is there anything that you want to plug? Let the
anything
people
that
know
I want to
about?
plug?
Yeah.
Everyone, go and subscribe to Remix Beatbox on YouTube. I'll be posting a lot this year, so you know, come along with me, be a part of the journey. It's gonna be fantastic. You know, let's see how big we can make this thing go. Let's see how big we can make beatboxing and how different we can be with content with beatboxing. Yeah, and just follow, subscribe. What else? I guess it's just follow and subscribe and like wherever this podcast is going. Make sure that you give this man some love, because he's giving you some amazing content. So make sure you all go and follow and like and subscribe, because this dude's an absolute legend.
Thank you.
Sick. Thank you.
Solid. All right, well, I guess this wraps up this episode of Highly Intelligent. I'll see you all guys in the next one. Thanks for joining.
Thank you for having me, brother.
Remix Beatbox.
And keep being fire.
I appreciate you coming on the show.
All right, dude, I appreciate you having me. Thank you so much.